Why, hello there. I am so happy you're here. And if it's okay with you, I wanted to ask you a serious question. That's something I myself ponder quite a bit these days. Do you ever find yourself deep into the world of social media and wonder if all that time that you're spending is really giving you something valuable back? I mean, we often tell ourselves, I'm learning so much from my feed. Like that time I learned how to make a shepherd's pie in under a minute, or when I found out that somebody I barely knew threw an extravagant baby shower for 140 people. And the theme was underwater fantasy. Essential life skills, right? But let's just hit the pause button for a second. Are these snippets as enriching as, say, diving into a good book or maybe picking up some free weights and learning how to do a Turkish getup? Or are they helping us connect with our friends more than a simple phone call would? It's quite the puzzle, isn't it? Well, imagine doing something every day only to feel a little bit worse about yourself and more isolated each time. Common sense might say, well, hey, maybe it's time to rethink this habit. It's frustrating, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I might be stirring the pot and maybe ruffling a few feathers here and there. But look, as somebody deeply invested in our collective social well-being, I feel like it's a conversation worth having. And here's the straightforward truth. Endlessly and mindlessly scrolling through social media isn't likely making us smarter, more social, or even happier. So could it be time for a little bit of a reevaluation? Maybe, just maybe, it's time for a little bit of a social media reality check. And speaking of time, have you ever noticed something really wacky, almost quantum happening when you're, let's say, on Instagram? It's like stepping into a bizarre time warp. Even Neil deGrasse Tyson might have a hard time explaining this one. We tell ourselves, oh, I'll just spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes on the gram. And then what feels like mere minutes later, you look up and realize, oh, what? It's been 45 minutes? I call it the Instagram time anomaly. And no, I didn't just make that up 5 seconds ago. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Look, I'm not here to dictate how you should live your life. My goal is to share ways to connect and communicate for a more enriching, happier life. The strategies and stories that I talk about, well, I'm working on them too. I don't have all the answers. I'm learning as we go as well. And I'm practicing these skills myself. So I'm right there with you, figuring it all out. What I hope that we can discover together in this video is that there are fulfilling ways to be social and build connections. And there are ways that go beyond what social media typically offers. So if you're still here, then let's get cozy for this little chat. Today, we've got a lot to dive into. The social media paradox, its darker aspects, and don't worry, it won't get too dark. Finding an antidote to the loneliness that it can bring, that's a real thing, and some practical tips for a healthier digital life. Okay, let's do this. So have you ever thought about this, how our social media feeds, which we often think of as our windows to the world, might actually be kind of like a door that's slowly closing on our real life social interactions? Yeah, it's a strange thought. I mean, social media is all about connecting us. There's the word social in there. But you know, sometimes it feels like it's doing the exact opposite. Just think about it. We log on to catch up with friends, we share our experiences, we post a photo or two, and we stay in the loop, right? It feels like we are on top of things. We know what our friends are up to. We know what's going on in the world. But then have you noticed that after a while, you might end up, I don't know, feeling a little bit more alone and a little bit more down? We're there to be social, right? Social media. But it's actually making us feel more isolated. How does that work? What a mind bender. It's this weird paradox where the tool that is supposed to bring us together can sometimes make us feel even more separated from the things that really matter. You know, like deep, meaningful interactions, those real life moments, those amazing heart-to-hearts, those moments in life that make us feel connected. Okay, but let's not get too down about it. This is not supposed to be a depressing rant. We are jumping into this together, and we're gonna see how we can turn things around, okay? That's the goal here. It's really about finding the right balance and making social media work for us, not against us. So I'm not saying that we should completely eliminate our social media use. I'm promoting a way to be smarter about it. So stick with me, okay? And let's see how we can explore this concept and make our online experience a bit more fulfilling and a lot more connected. Okay, so this is not going to get too dark, but after we realize how our scrolling habits might be making us a bit more isolated in our cozy pajama world, let's dive a bit deeper into this concept. See, that feeling of loneliness when we're just mindlessly tapping through stories and posts, it's not just in our heads. Researchers like those at the University of Pennsylvania have actually found that heavy use of social media can lead to a decrease in our overall well-being. There's research that substantiates this. It's kind of like there's a social media gremlin that slowly nibbles away at our happiness, one bite at a time. And here's a really funny thought. Isn't it strange how social media can turn us all into a bunch of voyeurs? It's voyeurism, right? We're peeking into everyone else's lives, not really interacting. It's like we're all at this giant party standing around the edges of the room, watching each other, but not really talking or interacting at all. Weird, right? We see people on exotic vacations, making fancy meals, getting fancy promotions, and we're just sitting there double tapping, maybe with a slight twinge of envy, while microwaving last night's pizza. But don't worry, it's not all about the downsides. Like I said, acknowledging this is like finding the secret map to navigate the social media maze. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to figure this out together. How to use social media in a way that adds to our happiness, not take away from it. Maybe there's a way to transform our social media from a solo act into a course of real connections. And once we get to those practical tips, you'll see how easy it is to actually implement into your life. I have implemented these myself and still do. Okay, so now that we've covered some of the not so sunny sides of social media, let's shine a light on something that's actually really hopeful. Ready? The power of community. See, while our news feeds might sometimes leave us a bit meh, being part of a community, a real one, digital one or one in person, those are both real communities, can be like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. Just think about it, right? When was the last time where you felt genuinely uplifted after a good chat with a friend, or when you were part of a group that shared your interests? It's a whole different ballgame. Communities, whether they're online or in the real world, have this amazing ability to make us feel connected, valued, and understood. It's like being part of a team, right? Where everyone's rooting for each other. You're all on the same team. You have the same end goal in a lot of ways. Listen, this is not just a feel-good talk, right? Studies have shown that being actively involved in a community can seriously boost our well-being and our sense of belonging, or as some people call it now these days, belongfulness. I love that made-up word. It's like the antidote to that isolation potion that we sometimes drink on social media. And in a community, we're not just onlookers. We're not being voyeuristic. We are active participants, right? We're sharing stories. We're swapping ideas. We're genuinely engaging with each other. And that is what is so incredible about a community. And I really do think it's our antidote to the social media blues. So what is the solution to this modern day conundrum? I think about this a lot, right? How do we find our way back to genuine connections and meaningful interactions that are enriching our lives, not making us more isolated and envious? Well, that's where our Explearning Academy community comes into the picture. You can think of it as a vibrant oasis in the vast desert of a digital life. Explearning Academy isn't your typical online platform or community. It's a community of practice pulsing with real engagement, real learning, and real people. Think of it as a place where instead of scrolling past faces and stories and moments in time, you're actually engaging with them. You're a part of the experience. It's a space where learning isn't just about accumulating knowledge, maybe that you'll act on, maybe that you won't. Right? It's actually about connecting with others who share your interests and passions, and those who don't, and those that you also learn from. So we have a social media detox challenge that you actually might like because it's a breath of fresh air and really nice reset for your digital lungs. This initiative is really all about just stepping back from the constant buzz of social media and rediscovering the joys of being part of an active, engaging community. It's about replacing the endless scroll with activities and interactions that actually feed your soul and spark your curiosity. Think about it, right? Instead of watching somebody's perfect holiday snaps, you could be learning how to take some amazing photos yourself. Or instead of envying someone's home-cooked meals, you could be swapping recipes with a new friend from the other side of the world. And hey, instead of wishing you had abs like the person you see on Instagram, you could be building your own muscles with all the new time that you have on your hands from not scrolling as much or as often. These possibilities are endless. Think about all that time we could be using to enrich ourselves, to learn something new, to get better, to reach our goals. Huge game changer. So Explearning Academy is more than just a learning platform. It's a community that empowers you to take control of your digital life and replace it with real-world skills and real-world connections. So I don't know about you, but I'm tired of feeling like a spectator in my own social life. And if you are too, then Explearning Academy could be the game changer that you've been looking for. And who knows, maybe it's the first step towards breaking free from that cereal for dinner routine. Okay, so I promised some practical tips to help manage our social media usage, right? Well, it's all about finding the sweet spot where we can enjoy our digital life without letting it take over ourselves. First up, time limits. It's super easy to fall down the social media rabbit hole. So setting limits on your app usage is like having a friendly alarm clock that says, hey, maybe it's time to look up from the screen and go prepare some breakfast for yourself. And what's great is that most smartphones these days have these built-in tools to help you track and manage your screen time. So give yourself a reasonable amount of social media time each day if you're just getting started, and stick to it. I'm not telling you to cut it off cold turkey. It's kind of like portion control, right? But for your digital diet. All right, now let's talk about engaging in offline activities. Remember those days where we didn't have smartphones and we actually played outside and did things and talked to people face to face? And now these days, really, it could be anything like taking a short walk, a sanity walk, going to the gym, pumping those weights, reading a book, trying out a new recipe, or even doodling. Honestly, sometimes it's refreshing just to look out the window and ponder life. The idea here is to replace some of the screen time that you have with your feed, instead with activities that involve your senses and your surroundings more directly. So paying attention to life. These activities are not just great for reducing screen time overall, but they also give your mind a much needed break, which I think we could all use these days, right? Oh, and here's a big one: reconnecting with friends and family in person. Yeah, there's no substitute for face-to-face interaction. It's the real deal. It's my favorite type of interaction, if I'm being honest. So maybe for you, you try to, plan regular meetups, those coffee dates, or even phone calls. Because these days too, right, face-to-face can also mean talking in the virtual world in a WhatsApp call or a Google Meet or a Zoom where you see the person face-to-face. That's technically still face-to-face. So that counts. And the key to this is to exchange in meaningful conversations and heart-to-hearts and talk about experiences that don't involve the perfect hashtag or caption to a photo. And lastly, be mindful of your social media diet. Just like the food that we put into our bodies and the nutrients that we get, quality matters. So if you are going to use social media, then follow the accounts that inspire you, educate you, or make you feel genuinely happy, that leave you feeling good afterwards, right? And then just unfollow or mute the ones that drain your energy or evoke negative feelings, envy being one of them. So you might think of curating your feed kind of like it's your own personal garden, keeping all the beautiful flowers and plants, but pulling out the weeds. And so by implementing these simple steps, you can actually start to build a healthier, more balanced digital life. It's not about cutting off cold turkey or completely doing a 180 and then being miserable about it. No, it's about making these small incremental changes, finding out what works really well, finding out what doesn't, and hopefully also spending time on other things that you have. You have other goals, and not letting your social media usage take away from those goals that you have for yourself. Like I said, it's not about cutting out social media completely. It's about using it in a way that adds value to your life, not takes away from it. My goal for myself is certainly to make my online time enriching, not overwhelming. moving on, let's take a closer look at the Explearning Academy experience and what makes it such a unique and inviting place. I get asked a lot about our community, and there's so much that I want to share about it. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to do that. It's more than a platform. It's a vibrant community where personal growth and social fluency are at the heart of everything that we do. The courses that we offer, the challenges that we provide are specifically tailored to enhance your skills in social fluency, confidence, workplace communication, and executive skills, and communication in general, right? These aren't your average everyday classes. They're designed to empower you to communicate more effectively, assertively, and confidently in every aspect of your life. What's really special about these courses is their practical nature. They're relevant. You can apply them as soon as you learn them. It's not just theory. It's about applying what you learn to the real world scenarios that you experience. So whether you're looking to improve your public speaking, enhance your professional communication, or just become more confident in your everyday interactions and shake off that social apprehension and social anxiety that you might be experiencing, then our courses and our challenges are crafted to help you achieve those goals. But look, it's not all about solo learning. I get it, that could be fun and that could be what you like, which we have as an option as well. But really what sets Explearning Academy apart are the community events. These are the opportunities for you to connect with others who share your interests, to collaborate, discuss, learn from people who have different interests, and challenge each other in a supportive and friendly environment. You find accountability partners, which is to push yourselves and your limits. Imagine having a space where you could share your projects, you could get feedback, and just enjoy being part of a group of like-minded individuals or people who have the same goals as you or people who just get it, right? It's the kind of interaction that leaves you feeling energized and inspired. And I love having an outlet for that. It's just a game changer for me. And if you want to challenge yourself and apply some of what we talked about today, then you might be interested in our social media detox challenge. This is a guided experience designed to help you step back from social media and step into a world of active learning and genuine connection with people. And through this challenge, you'll discover not just how to use your time online more effectively, but also how to enrich your life outside of the digital sphere, because there is more than our feed to life. And in addition to these engaging courses and challenges, Explearning Academy also offers a unique group coaching program. And that's where I come on multiple times a week with all of you. And we have this intimate, cozy program, which is designed to foster a close-knit environment where you can connect deeply with coaches and peers, right? It's a space where you can share experiences, get feedback, share challenges, share triumphs, while also receiving personalized guidance and support. This combination of practical courses and group coaching creates a holistic learning environment. It's not just about developing skills. It's about becoming part of a community that supports and motivates each other to succeed and grow. So if you're looking to enhance your communication skills and you want to be part of a community that cares about your progress, and you want to make friends and you want to feel less lonely, well then join the club. Come on and join us. Explearning Academy is the place to be. I encourage you to envision the positive impact that joining Explearning Academy could have on your life. Imagine replacing those endless hours and aimless scrolling time with learning something that excites you, growing your skills, and making real connections. It's about creating a balance where your online activities are just one part of a rich, fulfilling life. And at Explearning Academy, the focus is on building supportive, engaging, and an enriching experience for everyone. It's a place where your screen time becomes a gateway to new possibilities, friendships, and personal achievements. So if you're looking to make a change with how you interact with the digital world and you want to be part of a community that genuinely cares about your growth, Explearning Academy might be just what you're looking for. So as we're nearing the end of our chat, let's quickly recap some of the points that we discussed. First, there's this irony of social media, right? These platforms, while designed to connect us, often end up making us feel more isolated and less socially fulfilled. What a paradox. It's a bit like craving a deep conversation, but only getting surface level small talk. Not much fun, is it? And then we talked about the power of community as the perfect antidote to the digital dilemma. Being part of a community, especially one that's focused on real engagement and learning, like Explearning Academy, can significantly boost our sense of connection and our overall well-being. It's about transforming our online interactions from passive scrolling to active, meaningful engagement. And we also covered some practical tips to manage our digital lives better, like setting time limits on our apps, engaging in offline activities, and genuinely reconnecting with people in the real world whom we love dearly. These small steps can actually make a huge difference in how you experience your day-to-day life, both online and off. So if you're looking for a place not just to learn, but also connect, grow, and find genuine support, then I invite you to join us at Sorning Academy. It's a community where your journey towards better communication, confidence, and personal growth is valued. So why not take the leap? You can join us at academy.explearning.co and be part of a community that's all about real connections, real growth, and real communication. And if you found value in this video, then please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone you think would enjoy it. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Happy Explearning.